to another rousing edition of our monthly episode of Epic Nerd Time. I'm your host, Josh Jones, along with my wonderful heater, the Ricky Vaughn of this podcast. Give him the heater, Ricky. Mr. Perry Chapman.
What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy?
Dude, another day. You know it as well as I do.
Yep.
Don't hold your breath in the Ozarks because it's just getting hotter.
Oh, man. Yeah. Sweating like a hoe. Hey, let's go ahead.
I don't know if we're sweating as... What's that?
Oh, I was going to say, let's go ahead and everybody will notice that there's only two of us. Our boy Canton is MIA, unfortunately.
Yes, but he's taking care of some important family business in Wisconsin. And he's also scooping things.
He is scooping things on the road.
He is scooping things on the road. You know, while in grieving, thou shall must scoop comics and toys.
Plastic crack heals all, man. It really does. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him, man. Finding cheap scoops on the road. That's awesome.
Dude, what was that? A $15 Uncanny Beast?
Yeah, you got a Beast, a Rogue, and what else was it? I can't remember. It was one more, I think.
A cable. It was like
cable.
A missile firing cable. I don't know what kind of missile, but it was a certain.
I call him gun belt cable.
Yeah, I know you guys have a lot more of those guys than I do.
Anyways, awesome. we miss you, Canton.
We miss Canton here. Canton's Comic Corner will be left on the corner this week. But regardless, what's up, follow-up? I hope everybody's doing good. Perry, I know we're going to talk about this later, but holy crap, Kenobi is on fire. Literally and figuratively. I mean, spoiler alert, whatever. You guys are watching this. It doesn't matter.
My take on Kobe immediately is I am all in with my heart. Like, they've got me tied up around my heart. Mando, you know, like shows like that, it kind of took me a minute to get there, but I don't know what it is about Ewan McGregor. God damn him.
It's because of the past.
It's because of the past.
Everything we have, and his acting in this deserves something. People are
like
pooing on it, but they're nuts.
Like you said, his face acting when he finds out the big news. I don't know if we want to spoil. I guess everybody at this point has seen it.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, but when he finds out that Anakin is still alive and that camera zooms in on his face, you said it, dude. His face acting is Oscar worthy alone.
Then getting dragged through that fire. Oh my gosh, we'll talk about it a little bit more at the end of news, because there's tons of Star Wars toy news, tons of Star Wars series news. Had that big Star Wars Celebration Day where trailers were dropped, and Andor and all sorts of craziness is coming down the line.
Big day.
So pay attention, because we are your monthly action figure news, nerd hangout, and indie comic support club show right here on Epic Nerd Time. But Barry, do you got any more follow-up from last month?
It's been a good month. I've got some scoops. Are we ready for scoops?
We're almost there, dude. We're almost going to jump into scoops. I'm trying to think of anything else we might need to follow up with from last month. Lesser Known Comics has completed Kickstarter. Batch 4 is out of the oven. Batch 5 is being prepared and be almost ready to be put in the oven, so stay tuned for that.
Excited.
Gallows Man has reached his Kickstarter. We'll have a full review whenever we get Canton back on board. But this show might be light and breezy, guys. So let's jump into a little bit of scoops and scores.
Oh, yeah. I'll just take the helm. It's been a good month. I've been chipping away at some figures that I wanted. Last month, you saw that I had ordered these bad boys, the Ronin series.
Yes.
Dude, come on with these figures, man.
That Micho movie realizations, I think is what they're called.
Yeah. Tamashii Nations, Bandai, whatever you want to call them, man. I mean, the detail on these guys, it's just a cool variant of Jango Fett is that one. And here's the piece de la resistance, the fucking Boba, dude.
It is.
Boba.
These variant Bobas that are coming out are just so badass.
They are. And I think it's great that the artists are doing that. They're not just sticking to the fine line on Bobas. They're doing what they want. So I love those these Tamashii Nations figures. I did steal I got a double deal. I got Django and Boba together. So this is actually, you can dual swords. You know, you can flip accessories onto each other's character. You can give Boba some flintlock pistols.
So you caught the scoop of a lifetime and caught those two together.
Yes, and
that's a scoop.
The critics will hate me for saying this, but I buy a lot of these toys used. I don't. Now, some, of course, we want mint on card. We want the minty fresh, but like these Bobas, for example, look how clean and pretty he is. Why would I pay retail price? I got both of these for, I think, $75. Okay. Yeah. And brand new, they're $100 a pop, if not more. So the guy was cool. I found a seller online. I communicated with him and life was good, man. We came to an agreement on something. So love scooping those. That was a cheap, awesome scoop. Next I'll roll on down the line. I think Jonesy's gonna have something to say about this Boba Fett. But let's go with the black series. Let's go with the black series. Scored that bad boy. Thank you, Canton. Canton found this on the road. Where was it at, Jonesy? Where do you find these?
He's at Target.
Dude, he's the Target man.
Yeah, Canton's been clocking toys for us at Target for months now.
Yeah, everybody knows Canton's name at Target. And then we got Tusken Boba, who has my heart as well as Obi-Wan. This guy.
You need Tusken Boba so regular Morak Boba can have the gaffy stick.
Yeah, look, I mean,
it doesn't work. It like you need the gaffy stick on the armored Boba now.
On the king. Now all we lack is the throne, my man. we just need the throne room in our Boba.
You can get Jabba's throne room somewhere.
Dude, but these figures are cool. They're cheap. What they run? 25-ish?
I think the deluxe one was like a little over 30. And then that the Tusken Boba was like under 30.
Yeah, but
high 20s, low 30s. They're pretty damn close.
Yeah, I was a little when we were plucking hairs reviewing these figures amongst ourselves, I was a little disappointed that the bottom halves match on all of them. It's like they gave up. Like the top half of this Boba, look at him. I mean, he's amazing. And they gave
everything on that Boba from the knees up is just A+.
Dude, it's A+. I'll agree. And of course, the helmet removes, which is sick.
Yes.
So anyways, you might be able to use that Boba helmet on some other figures. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure you can. So anyways, Black Series scoops, go out and get you some.
Black Series.
Yeah. Another quick used scoop that I found, which I'm in love with, is this amazing Yamaguchi Wolverine. He's so killer.
Yes.
Also, that's Django Fett's sword. You see what I'm saying? Now you can just, any collector does
but he's also got a custom
weapon
stash stogie.
Yeah, he's got the stogie. You like that? It looks good. Doesn't it? Looks like a spliff.
Lean that stogie in a little bit so everybody can see him.
Looks like a spliff, boy. He's the
there it is. There's that stogie.
Every superhero needs a break, boy. I love it, man. I just took some cardboard and rolled it up. And I actually roll it, like you would a little hooter. Took a red magic marker or Sharpie at the end of it, and dude, it came out awesome. But anyways, this amazing Yamaguchi. Cool. Yeah, it's my first one. It's my first one. Super posable. The seller warned me again. I bought it used, cheap. I think I got him for like 45, and they again in the box sealed is like 100, 120 for Wolverines. So, but he warned me that it was a little loose as far as like shoulder joints go. So a little tip out there. We'll just get a little tip. I took these joints are like this. They're a ball joint with a peg on the end. I took some clear nail polish and just lightly coated that sucker, let it dry, and then stuck it back in there, boys. Worked like a charm. His joints are now stiffer. He's easy. They're not falling. You see what I'm saying? So a little quick life hack, little fig life hack.
A little fig hack
there. One more scoop that Canton again scored for me, and we might talk about it later. I'm not sure, Jonesy. I remember you mentioning it, but last Ronin 5, boys.
Yes.
Dude,
yes.
What a beautiful cover. And I know you guys know about all the variants. I'm sure you can talk on that, but I love this. We got Casey Marie. We got Mikey. They're jumping into battle. And the story, I mean, come on. The last piece.
One, and it's not talking down on that one, but that one is a good one to open because it's just like a retailer one.
Right.
It's not like an exclusive variant or something. But in the back of that book, shows all the variants.
Which is sick.
There's like 3 pages of variants, and it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I can see you just taking your marker and going, I got that one. I got that one. I got that one.
That would be Canton. There's the motorcycle one that I really think would be sweet. But
do you remember the artist on that one? I remember y'all talking about something.
Maiko Suyan. He's going to be a part of what I'm about to show here in just a second.
Right on, man. But yeah, I scooped a couple more quick ones. If you can see up top, I scooped the deluxe Space Wolvie from the 90s animated series. He's huge and awesome up here. I got him for $20. I think I scored a Rogue of the Uncannies, and also scored a little Black Series prototype. I'm gonna show this real quick. This is another fun, quick little scoop. Jonesy, you've seen this guy, the prototype Boba Black Series.
Yes.
Dude, easy money. It's a 3 3/4 size figure. He's sick, man. I love that he comes in his own little box. That's just kind of cool to me. But anyways, had to scoop him, and he will not be opened. He will stay locked up in carbonite for his life. Anyways, man, that's it for me as far as scoops go. I cleaned house.
Ooh, Perry did clean house this month. He got me beat. I've got some stuff on the way, but we'll have to save it for next month, obviously. But yes, I did get the deluxe Boba scooped from Mr. Ford. Another Target clocking. I thought that was a needed figure for my Bobas.
Dude, we were anticipating this one. Where I was getting hyped when I knew it was coming. I'm like,
well, that and the Tuscan, we're both like, oh Jesus,
it's time.
This we talked about this before Canton did, but Gunslinger Spawn. Found that scoop at Walmart for like $22.
Again, those McFarlane figures rule.
They do. They're some of the best out there.
I actually got
looks, the way they do. They don't skimp on them.
No.
At least some of them.
I think everyone I have, I love.
Yeah. Yeah.
With
I don't think I've got one that I not necessarily don't like.
I'll agree to that. With the Spawn that I got, I took his Gatling gun's kind of heavy, and you don't always want it in his hands. So I made a little rope sling and stuck it behind his back. I wish they would have done something like that, but that's plucking hairs.
Yeah, it is. But it's still true though. Like I mean, that rings true. What would it have been for some sort of sling?
Not much.
Yeah.
Even a peg. I know a lot of
much to the price.
Yeah, I know a lot of McFarlane's don't have peg holes, but a peg hole in the back, just stick it in there, when you're not using it or something like that. But it's all good.
Easy.
Yeah, it's all good.
Right after last month's show, I've been eyeballing this, and this is an actual Transformers figure, the Refractor Decepticon 3-pack.
That is so cool, dude. A little camera, and you're a cameraman, so
it's a little camera, but it's 3 different figures. Like this is a figure, this is a figure, this is a figure. The lens is a bit of a shield for each one, and it has this little guy on top of it, and the tripods are 3 guns. I mean, it's pretty cool.
That's so rad. And
like,
I bet
what's that?
Oh, I said I bet it's fun to play with too.
I don't take it apart. I don't want to take it apart. Like I usually just let Donnie take pictures with it.
You didn't take it apart once?
No, I'm not doing it.
He doesn't want to mess it up.
I'm not doing it because I'll bend it in half and break it. You should see the instruction manual for these damn things.
Oh, I bet, dude. I bet.
It's like you gotta, and it's not colored right. It's just like all in blue, like drawings, and then what you have to do is red highlighted. So it's like, come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, I would definitely break it or lose parts.
That's where I'm at. I just don't want to break it. I like it a lot. So it
looks amazing.
So yeah, it can just stay transformed into the camera for a while.
Now in that series, did you scoop another one, or that boombox? Was that just a picture?
I did. I scooped it, the auto blaster and eject.
Yes. I love it. Oh, that's so cool, man. That's bringing back some old school feels right there, boys and girls. Can you say I love it? Anyway,
no, that's the auto blaster and eject. And then here's the Michael Suyan variant of number 5 Canton scooped.
Dude, that lightning raining down. I love it.
Yeah, that was an easy scoop for me. I was like, yeah, go ahead and bring that home because
yeah, absolutely.
Daddy needs that.
Yeah, we can't talk enough about Last Ronin 5. We're still very anxious for those figures to come out whenever they release.
And the big book. I want the big hardcover book too.
Does it have every copy of the comics in it?
Yes.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I have to have that for the whole set. Last thing I want to talk about, though, and this is something I've scooped and it's on the way. I've only got the one so far, and I'm going to scoop the others. Super action stuff. Super Foodie Series action figure accessories. Yes, I know I sound like I'm a doll collector here, but it's literally got a beer mug, a beer bottle, a pizza box, a hot dog, a burrito, a whiskey bottle, a banana, ice cream. Like, so
it's
if
like
you go through some of the pictures.
It's like your figure went on supermarket sweep. Oh.
You see what I mean? It's just kind of I just think it's hilarious. It's only $20. It's not like it's not insane. I think they're even cheaper on Amazon, y'all.
That's so cool. Yeah, your Batman 2 can have an ice cream cone.
Here's the cool one that I thought, and this is what I thought. Super action stuff, bag of violence.
Ooh, I'm anxious. Let's see it. What all we got there, dude? Is that a axe and all sorts of?
Yeah, and it's like blood splatters and like ray guns and sprays and stuff. So,
oh, hell yeah.
So this is what sold me. I went on the damn deal and look at what these guys did with this Cyclops.
I'm excited. Yeah, that's going to make for some really cool custom pictures. Oh, I love it. Dude, yeah. All
See
right.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I seen that and my brain exploded just like this. I was like, you can do what with what? And oh my Jesus. Like,
yeah. And I think I remember you sending me some rated X stuff too, if I'm correct. Oh yeah. Ray beam.
It's hard to see. I got lights and it reflects, you guys, but guys, check it out. It's Happy Cat Industries. Super action stuff. It's on Big Bad Toy Store. There's 3 things right now. There's the Firepower action figure accessories, the Bag of Violence, and the Foodie series. We're all right around the same price, like $20, a little bit less.
I love it.
But you kind of see where I'm going with it. Like,
yeah,
$20 to accentuate your figures like that, and even on display, it would look cool.
Yeah, it adds so many different features to pictures you want to take. You could have Thanksgiving dinner with all your figures if you want.
Or just the battle scenes with like the ray shots and stuff.
So gnarly.
Like, that takes shit over the top.
It does. I love the figures that come with that, like that deluxe Boba I think you just ordered with the flame, stuff like that.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Can you see me, buddy?
No, I cannot see you. We lost Perry live and in color. We lost him. Oh, he's back. Did the GoPro die?
Good. Just keep rolling, man.
But guys, that's it for my scoops and scores for this week. I thought that.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't figured it out yet.
That's all good. We know what it can do. We know what we need to do. But the super action stuff, go pick that shit up. That stuff is rad.
I'll agree. And it's cheap too.
It's cheap. It's so cheap. But that's it for scoops and scores. Perry won this week. Actually, Canton's winning this week because he's not even freaking here.
Yeah. Yeah, he scooped a lot, man.
If you're listening to this, if it's posted and you're still on the road, bring us back something nice.
That's what friends are for.
That's what friends are for. But y'all, that's it for shooting scores. Let's move it on down. Let's roll into B's weapon cache.
Dun, dun, dun.
See what is on the table this week.
All right. So this week I am going to be covering probably my favorite weapons of all time. Wolverines. Adamantium claws.
Oh,
dude. Look at it. Come on, let's go.
I think we've all had that dream.
Oh, we have. As a kid, we were all running around schnickety schnicking, just wanting to. I remember when I had a kid, there was these cheap sets you could buy and you could actually have a set of plastic claws. And I thought this is the coolest thing ever. I'd like to get some again to bring back some of that nostalgia. But I remember being a kid running around thinking I could cut down trees and stuff with them, and stuff like that. So anyways, we all know that Wolverine's claws are made of adamantium, right? And I'm going to read for a second some cool facts about adamantium itself, okay? All right, so we all know it's virtually indestructible. It's a man-made steel alloy, which does not occur in nature, and whose exact chemical composition is a United States government classified secret. Adamantium is not an element. Its properties do not qualify it for any known space on the periodic table of elements. It is an extremely rigid steel-based alloy that the density is virtually indestructible. A sufficient amount is capable of surviving multiple nuclear explosions or a blow from the most powerful superhuman with no damage. Come on.
Jesus.
I know. A blade of pure primary adamantium is capable of cutting almost any known substance, with the known exception of Captain America's shield, which is vibranium. So really, vibranium is the only thing that stands up against this bad boy. The ability to slice completely through a substance with adamantium blade depends upon the amount of force being exerted and the hardness of the material in question. So again, adamantium is shot all over the universe. A bunch of characters have it. So you can just, in your head, think if you gave Juggernaut an adamantium sword or something with his force behind it.
An adamantium nugget.
He could run around the earth and just cut it in half if he wants to with this stuff, basically. Anyways, but making this stuff, creating even a small amount of adamantium is astronomically expensive, and only a few people have been known to complete the formula. Adamantium is created by mixing certain chemical resins together. The exact composition of these resins is closely guarded again by the government. But when the resins are mixed and kept at a temperature of 15,000 degrees Fahrenheit, the resulting liquid can be cast or worked into a particular shape. And that's how we know Wolverine got his skeleton and his claws. That was, what was that doctor's name? Cornelius, Dr. Cornelius, the Weapon X story, locked him up and infused him with adamantium. I wanted to talk about how there are different kinds too. I didn't know this when researching it. There's like a bunch of different kinds of adamantium. There's proto adamantium, true adamantium, secondary, adamantium beta. There's all sorts of different things. Yeah. I'll read. Wolverine has the true adamantium. It's also known as primary. It's nearly as strong or durable, but unlike proto adamantium, primary adamantium is able to be reproduced. Only beings with godlike powers such as Rune King Thor or strong magnetic powers like Magneto can manipulate this adamantium, which again makes for a perfect villain for Wolverine. When you have, it's like he doesn't stand a chance against Magneto. It's unfortunate. I got a cool picture here of what his arm kind of looks so like.
Cool.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
But it kind of shows how they go up into his forearm there. And I wanted to we were talking about how we just learned this week, actually, audience. We're sorry, we're behind, but that Wolverine sheaths, all three claws are surrounded by a silicone sheath to maintain sepsis. That's what they said the purpose of it was. So when he retracts his claws back into his body, those little ports on his knuckles have silicone that basically clean them off. It's kind of like taking a samurai blade and just cleaning it and sticking it back in its sheath. Same thing. I
thought that they were inside his hands too. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It shows that basically there's a smaller group of muscles inside his arms that can end. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, they're lock mechanisms. So he can pull one, pull two, pull three with practice. So
do the middle finger thing.
There you go. Stuff like that. But I just thought that silicone bushing how did we find, it was the old trading card.
It was Canton's card.
Yes, the old trading card. That was so cool. He sent us a thing when we were reading it, and it said something about silicone bushings. And we're like, what? Silicone bushings? So we had to do some research on that. So sorry we're behind, but anyway, super
I don't know if we're behind or if anybody else knows about that.
Yeah, my mind was blown. I had no idea. I mean, I always saw them as a kid. You always saw those little knuckle gauntlets, but you didn't know that they like cleaned themselves as they went back in. But then I thought, why would it? I guess it was written back in the day and silicone was like new and advanced. back then. Now it could be like some carbon nanite fucking who knows what, or whatever. But anyways, pretty cool. One more thing I wanted to talk about was how Logan got this adamantium. So it took a couple of stages to get this into his body. The first stage involved implanting nanobots into Logan's body. He understood that the bones were living tissue, meaning that coating them with adamantium would kill them. These nanites were designed to attach to the bones and to create small valves or artificial pores to allow nutrients into Logan's bones and keep them alive when the adamantium bonding process had been conducted. The scientist Cornelius waited until the nanites had spread throughout Wolverine's body, and only then did he begin to feed liquid adamantium into him. This needed to be done at speed in its liquid form. Adamantium is only malleable for approximately 8 minutes, after which time it will not bond to any other substance. Another cool thing is that we have the miraculous mutant healing factor that Wolverine has, and it complicated the Weapon X project. But in the long run, it's also the key to Wolverine's survival, because we know that adamantium is toxic, and without his regenerative powers, Logan would have died from adamantium poisoning. So he's the perfect candidate to get this skeletal structure and claws. So anyways, that's all I got, man, for Wolverine's claws. Let's get one more look at them. If you don't know what they are, go find out.
Come on, Marvel, Hasbro, make a really good Wolverine gauntlet.
I know, and I really want a good, I'm a video game guy, and I really want a good Wolverine video game that is just X-rated, nasty. I'm just ripping through guys.
I would play that. Yeah.
The last good game I played with Wolverine was the one on Nintendo Switch, like Marvel's Alliance or something. He was fun. You could do Berserker Barrage and all these different combos and stuff. But we need that first person, just like the Batman game, just like Arkham Origins, something like that. Free roam amongst the city, have some things to do, rip through guys. Come on.
Go to Japan, come back home.
There you go, dude.
Do something fun.
You're on it, man. You got it.
But is that it for the weapons cache this week, P?
That's it, man. Adamantium claws. We love you, baby.
Awesome. Guys, that's a precursor probably for sticking around for our main event, where we dive into the first 4 Toy Biz Uncanny X-Men Wolverine figures. First 4 gens. As we know, our third musketeer, he's not the Ricky Vaughn of this podcast. He's more of the Tom Selleck with his mustache. The man who scoops up all the toys, Canton. Our wonderful comic corner is not going to be alive this week, so we'll use this to let you know that this show and every other show on Epic Nerd Time is brought to you by Lesser Known Comics. Head over to Lesser Known Comics and at checkout you can use promo code EPICNERD15 in all capital letters and save yourself some dollars. Or you can head on over to Kickstarter and look up Lesser Known Comics and jump on the beginning of batch 5. Batch 5 will go live later this month, and subsequent months thereafter will be different batches of different comics. Head over to Lesser Known Comics today and pick up something for your brain eyeballs. But other than that, comic corner out the window. P, we got a whole bunch of news.
News time.
Guys, if you're listening, settle in, strap it on, whatever you got to do. Get you some acetaminophen if your back's hurting and you're over 30, because it's going to happen.
That's real.
It's real, y'all. Let's jump into this because we're going to have to be quick about this one. But I think we all love this. Hot Toys offers Multiverse of Madness Dead Strange.
Oh, dude,
with all the crazy soul arms and zombified look. And
dude, this figure looks so awesome. Again, I'm not the world's largest Hot Toys guy because I don't have the money to have a collection of Hot Toys. But as far as Cream Dreams go, like, baby, if you're watching this, like, if you want to buy me something real nice, Lord have mercy, it's so sick.
Yeah, Hot Toys are expensive. It doesn't even say how much it is on the article because I'm pretty sure it's just a leak.
Right.
But there are pictures of it in different, forms of the gallery. And yes, it's pretty cool. Like, I won't lie.
To anybody who's seen Doctor Strange, he becomes basically, we call him, I guess, Zombie Strange. Yes. Look at that.
That's just one of the pictures, guys, but Hasbro needs to do this in the regular Legends line, I think.
Yeah, we need a affordable Zombie Strange.
Cost on this will run higher than average at $385.
Ooh, baby boy.
So you can buy a GoPro for that much.
Yeah, that doesn't work half the time.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's crazy. Hot Toys, Doctor Strange, Zombie Strange, whatever, Dead Strange, whatever you want to call it. Here's another one I thought was interesting. You guys follow us on Instagram. You guys have seen me post this. More extensions, I guess, or more additions to the NECA's Universal Monsters line.
Oh, yeah.
TMNT adds Splinter as Van Helsing.
Dude, so sick. I mean, what other character would he have been? It's perfect.
It really is perfect.
It really is perfect. Let's get a look at that. Oh, Monster Hunter extraordinaire. The hat. I love it.
The hat and the glasses and the coat and everything. It works. It's cool. I got to scoop these. I'm waiting for more to come out because I just want to buy them a bunch like at one time.
Did it show any of his accessories at all yet or no?
I'm looking down the thing and it doesn't say anything.
Oh, man, I'm anxious.
And it doesn't give me, it just gives me. Now, some of these accessories might be this stick with the garlic on it, and then there's like a crossbow in his hand.
Right.
And then there's like a skull and some papers and some arrows on the table, so that might be some of it. But no, it doesn't show any of the packaging.
So basically just Monster Hunter gear.
I would think so.
I love it.
I think it's awesome. I want to scoop that mummified Raph.
Yeah.
Or not Raph, Mikey, I think is what it is.
Yeah, he looks cool. I think Canton scooped him up. They're actually out in the wild, from what I understand. I think GameStop has them right now.
I looked at GameStop and I didn't see any here, but I you know how it is. That NECA stuff. It's like a unicorn finding NECA stuff in the wild.
It is.
Especially here.
Yeah, here. Maybe in a big city it's more available, but where we're from, we don't get that kind of stuff.
We're up in the hills, boy. We don't get none of that stuff up here. But y'all, Marvel appears to have updated the She-Hulk trailer after fans complained about the CGI. Poo. Come on, guys. We're in a post-pandemic world.
No doubt.
Like, get out. Just you better be lucky that we're not all cooped up again and they're actually giving us something.
Exactly. Be thankful.
With the way this crazy shit is.
Yeah, I thought she looked all right.
Yeah, they did, and I think She-Hulk's going to be actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, the video or the little trailer I saw when she was in kind of, what do we want to call it, like her human form, and she was green, you know, or whatever. I wish she would rage out a little bit, you know, maybe get a little bit. We don't just need to keep her like a green stacked woman. We need her like She-Hulk. We need her hulked. Yeah, we need her hulked out. So I guess if I'm plucking hairs, but maybe they were going to give us that. We don't know yet. It hadn't come out. So
yeah,
people really like to complain.
Yes, but it sets up a supernatural law firm is what it's doing.
Right. So
and that's what's cool is, you know, Charlie Cox is coming. Has to be.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on. But yeah, I think She-Hulk's got a thumbs up all the way around over here.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm anxious to see what they do. That'd be awesome.
Not to get too dirty here, but basically the first horny Marvel superhero. I mean, she takes a guy to bed.
Yeah,
in the trailer.
Even She-Hulk needs some action, you know. Hell, she's still human at heart, right?
It's true.
She could pulverize my pelvis. Let's be honest.
Your head like a grape. But y'all, if you guys want to see the light, head over to maglite.com and you can pick up a Deadpool ML25 LT LD 2-cell C flashlight. Not fleshlight, flashlight.
Jonesy sent me that article and I was looking at it and I was like, my evil mind, I was like, this is a Deadpool flashlight. I mean, it would make sense. Deadpool's fucking crazy.
But it's a maglite. It's a Deadpool maglite with some red maglite with a black top. It's got some Deadpool insignias on it as well. You can pick that bad boy for $35. I just thought that was interesting. A Deadpool mag. There's other Marvel mag lights too. So
Hey, well, I carry one at work, so imagine me walking up to your house with a Deadpool mag light. Like,
Deadpool fleshlight.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Oh.
Guys, if you're still listening, thank you. Here's one. TMNT explains why Last Ronin had to be Michelangelo.
Ooh.
Last Ronin writer Tom Waltz reveals there was no better choice than Michelangelo as this series Ronin. I really think he nailed it with Mikey too.
He did, man. I think we've covered it in the past, but Mikey, you know, we all want to be that teenager. We all want to eat pizza and play video games our whole lives and be lazy. And life happens, boys and girls. It happens. And Mikey, it happened to him. And he had to step up to the plate, man, to basically restore his family's legacy. And I think he was the perfect character for it.
It says here, Walt responded that the juxtaposition between Mikey's past and future made him the best fit. Furthermore, he added the turtle would be the last readers would expect to take up the mantle. I'll say this: the Playmates toy gave it away because Mikey, when he's holding the weapons, he was holding both nunchucks in both hands. And to me, that's a dead giveaway. Like,
right,
it's Mikey. But that was my weird thought when I seen the toys.
So what if he was holding a bow staff? You might have went, oh, it might be Donnie. We don't know.
It might have been Donnie, but that sword was broken. He wasn't holding any of the other things, but he was holding those nunchucks.
True nerd right there, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Picking out the little details.
But I think Last Ronin is probably might go on one of our best comics of 2022.
Ooh,
as far as Last Ronin 5, maybe.
I'll agree.
Because we're going to have an awesome end of year rundown where we definitely go on our figures of the year, comic releases of the year, funner Marvel movies of the year, our of the year episode.
That'll be fun.
Here's another TMNT deal. IDW to shake foundations of TMNT with super mega event in August. Turtles are getting their own event comic from IDW in August. We're just about to head to bed for the night when we noticed that IDW sent a press release logged off earlier announcing for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the Armageddon game.
Oh.
Yes. The Armageddon game is not a super mega crossover event because it's not crossing over with anything else. However, it is certainly a super mega event because under the leadership of in the Armageddon game, the Turtles under the leadership of Shredder begin a dangerous quest to seek out allies against the Rat King's trio of terror: Leather Crane, Baxter Stockman, and Madame Null.
Dude, you said this was
I'm kind of skimming over this thing to try to get the fodder out of the way so my reading isn't concise, but let's just repeat that. Under the leadership of Shredder.
What?
That's like Thanos leading the Avengers or something.
What the hell? Oh, well,
they begin a dangerous quest to seek out allies against Rat King's trio of terror: Leather Crane, Baxter Stockman, and Madame Null. It's a mission that will see heroes spread out across New York and across multiple dimensions. But they better be fast because their enemies are already on the march, and with the Turtles absent, Mutant Town is ripe for false flag attacks.
Whoa.
So there's a Mutant Town.
The only thing I can think of is maybe the Turtles at this point you said it's a game, right?
No, this is this is a huge IDW comic event that's coming in August.
Oh, wow.
This is a story.
Oh, nice. Well, maybe they have captured Shredder and they're saying, hey, if you work with us, maybe we'll let you go, or maybe we'll send you back to Dimension X or something, help us out. He knows the insides of all the bad guys. So if he's leading them, maybe that's the story. I don't know. We'll see. That's cool.
I do. I think it's pretty cool. This is a black and white shot, but I am digging what they're doing. I'm okay with the cranium turtle heads now. I wasn't at first, but I think I'm okay with it.
All right, let's see it. Oh, nice. No, they look good, man. That art's so sick.
Yeah. So,
what are you talking about? Cranium head, like the big bulbous kind of.
They basically look like a human head. It looks like a round dome. You know how turtle heads look. They were, when you go
A
back
little
to
squished.
the movies, and they're a little almost Hey Arnold looking with big.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
All right.
It's
another
kind
universe.
of like what the Eternals look like in Last Ronin now.
Right.
More rounder heads kind of deal. But check that out in August. New TMNT being released in the comic world. Come on, give us a live Ronin or Last Ronin.
That would be
Give
sick,
us that
dude.
movie. If they can do Batman and Turtles, just knock that thing out of the park. Come on.
I think it will happen. I'm going to be positive, and I think it will happen. We're just going to have to be patient. I mean, it took forever for the comic books to come out, and again, we're post COVID, so maybe they are getting the ball rolling now as we speak. Behind the scenes, who knows? But
I hope so.
Yeah, that's worth a ticket to the theater for sure.
Or worth buying and leaving it on my Amazon movie, so I have it.
The weekly rundown of Ronin.
This one kind of shook up a little bit of stuff. Former editor-in-chief Joe Quesada leaves Marvel after 22 years.
Why did he leave? Did it say?
It says, let's see here.
It doesn't say he retired is what I'm at. Is he left for some reason?
I believe he's moving on to do something else.
Well, you got to pay the man. You want him to stay? It's just like the MLB, baby. You want me to stay put on the Dodgers and give me a four-year deal for $350 million? I'm staying put. But if you don't, see ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he'd bounce town for money.
There's a Feige released a statement writing, there are few who know Marvel Comics like Joe, and his countless contributions have helped create characters and stories that will never stop growing and evolving. I'm grateful for his creative leadership and collaboration over the years and wish him nothing but for the best for what's next.
Well, good tidings, sounds like.
His tweets hint at several upcoming films and comic projects, including what appears to be a new Marvel book. And he might be doing something with DC as well. So what it sounds like is dude is just wanting to take a little bit of the foot off the gas and do his own thing.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. You got one life and you're an artist like he is. Why not bounce around and change things up a bit?
Yeah, I think so too. What a hell of a hell of a loss for Marvel. And I mean, this guy has shaped stuff that we're all into right now. So
right.
Heavy loss there.
But
I can't wait to see what's next and what kind of direction they're going. But this direction, what we're about to get into, one of our main events here, not one of main events of news, Hasbro Selfie series. You guys heard that right. Hasbro Selfie series. Hasbro does Star Wars, Marvel, Power Rangers, and a whole bunch more. And now you can get your head on a figure.
It's so funny, man.
There's 13 options, all priced at $60. Let's see here.
My figure would end up coming out with like a wonky eye and like I know it would. I'd take some shit picture and I'd have it on a figure. It'd be like look like a fucking dumbass.
You can do 2 versions of Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, Spider-Man, Black Widow, Iron Man, Black Panther, Rebel Princess, Rebel Pilot, Mandalorian Warrior, and Stormtrooper.
Mandalorian
a male
Warrior.
Ghostbuster, the Mighty Morphin Red and Pink Rangers from the Lightning Collection.
That's sick, man. I love it.
So I think you're almost just getting like a Black Series Mandalorian with your head on it.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, the dude's head on it that is ugly as sin right now, but sorry to whoever this is.
That guy's a store clerk somewhere and you're bashing him. That is cool, man. I love it. I would love to have my head on a Mando fig.
I would think, hell yes, I would love it too.
Here's the question.
Do my beard right.
I was going to say, that was the question is, could they get your beard? I don't know. They did do a Jon Favreau. You saw that, the heavy Mando coming out with Jon Favreau, and he's got a little facial hair.
Even if it just showed, even if it just didn't have to be super long. I mean, it doesn't have to be, long. Right. Even if it just had it there would be enough, But $60, I mean, a custom figure.
I love
Is
it,
this
man.
worth it?
I'll do a rage face and get put on a Wolverine. I'll try.
Yeah, I would do a really serious Din face and try to hold Baby Yoda.
There you go. That would be sick. That would be sick. But that's cool because our whole childhoods and our whole life, we've imagined ourselves as these characters. Every time you read about them, every time you play a game about them, every time you hold a figure, you become that character. So now literally you can become an action figure. So that's pretty sick.
Okay, one last deal. Here, this makes it totally worth it. Holy crap.
That box is sick.
That's what I said.
Dude, that's beautiful.
Imagine I'd have to have two because I'd want to take one out and play with it.
I was gonna say, do you keep them on the shelf or do you get them out and play with
I'd
them?
get two and then I have to play with one of them. But yeah, I mean, you leave that thing in the box, man.
No, you got to get three because I want to buy one of you. So then you have two and I have one of you. And we can have a little epic nerd time squad.
We're all screwed.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, my bank account.
There's at least $250 going away to just a few of these figures.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
but I think it's awesome that they're finally doing this. Get your 3D printers ready, boys. My word.
Pretty sick.
It is.
I got a little figure news. Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, no, do whatever you got. Yeah.
So, yeah, as far as like pre-orders and stuff, the Hasbro Pulse has come out with this line of the 90s animated series X-Men, which is awesome. So it's basically, I'll just show you right now. Here's an example of some boxing, but we have Miss Mojo's World. You got a TV, a little remote, and then actually that is a Reader's Digest there. So the boxing, a little quirky, a little weird, but still cool. This comes, I think it's a 4-pack. You get a couple characters. Not for me as far as Mojo goes. Now we're talking my language. Look there, the animated Wolverine.
Yeah. And aren't they calling this the VHS series?
Yes. And so Wolverine will come with a box that looks just like a VHS tape there. Dude, it's so cool. It's so good. And if you're a fan of the animated series, you got to have it. Here we have Storm, and they've got weird little highlights on the characters that make them look like a cartoon, Mm-hmm. But and you'll notice like on Wolverine, he's got some shading that makes him on like his rib cage and on his helmet and stuff. He's got some shading.
That's kind of what we like, though. Like we like those figures that remind you of the cartoon.
I agree. And here's the box for Storm. That's just sick, man. I mean, they're affordable. I already pre-ordered all these, by the way. Or I got, I think I got Wolverine, Storm, and I want to say I pre-ordered Mr. Sinister.
I could do the Wolvie for sure.
Yeah, but I love the animated series, and I don't know if I'll own them all. I think I'll definitely own the Gambit. The Cyclops looks cool because he's coming with his jacket on, which I love Cyclops in the leather jacket. I think that's killer. So I'll probably have that one. But look at the Easter egg they gave us though down here. The picture of Scott and Jean. Poor Wolvie.
I love the meme where it just shows him looking at that, but he's petting like a dirt bike or a car or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
He's petting a Selfie series fig. Oh man,
that's great.
Anyways, what about the? Are we talking Obi-Wan? These new Black Series figures at all? Or is that coming up?
Let's jump into this one before we get into this Black Series.
All right.
If you guys have seen Obi-Wan, they've already done it. The Lola droid has made his appearance. They're going to make the, what are they calling it here? The LOLA 59.
I love it. Lola.
$89. Lola. Animatronic edition, which features 45 lights, sounds, and even some interactive capabilities. And then you go to $38.99 with a more child-friendly figure. And so, I mean, you get two different kinds. One's a little bit bigger, one's a little smaller, one's more interactive, one's not.
Do you have a picture of it?
Yes, I do.
So if anybody who doesn't know, Lola is in the new Obi-Wan series. That is a young Princess Leia's companion. It's like her sidekick in the series. And there she is. I love it, man. Every kid needs a friend, right? It's going to be perfect. hopefully it'll like respond, like say my 2-year-old, he gets one. Maybe he can talk to it and it'll respond and flutter. Yes. Oh, I love it. That's great. Good on
It would
them.
be cool. It would be cool to even just have like on the desk or whatever.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just have it displayed with the fins up.
Yes. I think they're doing good with these little droids and like Grogu and this Lola droid. Like they're just knocking it out of the park with characters that can make money with toys.
Heck yeah. And they got little light up features and stuff. That's so cool. I mean, I am a fan of the Fallen Order, the video game, and you had BD-8, a droid, and he basically hung on to you the whole game, and you used him all the time, and he became your buddy through the game. It's like, dude, I want that BD-8 droid.
I want to go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge so bad.
Oh, bro. I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about that when our kids get a little older, Jonesy, we might fucking do that. We might take a week and just be like, we're taking the family.
My wife always jokes. She's like, if you ever go to Disney World, you're going to be pushing the kids out of the way and tell them they got to wait.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been waiting a lot longer for this. Because it looks Galaxy. I could just go to Galaxy's Edge and not have to worry about anything else.
Yeah, and it's probably, from what I hear and have seen, it's pretty expensive. So but it looks damn like you get your money's worth for sure.
I would have to take the extra money because I would want to build my own lightsaber.
Oh, dude.
Because you can build your own lightsaber and you can build a droid and stuff. But
so many things.
So much. I'd have to drink. I'd have to drink that blue milk and then make some lightsaber action because
it would be a good time. Pictures to come in the future, guys.
Guys, if you want to hit up our GoFundMe so we can go to Universal or Disneyland, so we can go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. No, but if you guys get on BBTS, speaking of Star Wars and everything they've released, Hasbro pre-orders for Obi-Wan Kenobi figures, fifth brother, Grand Inquisitor, fourth sister, Darth Vader, third sister, and Obi-Wan.
I'm going to run through a couple of these real quick.
We
got a Dark Inquisitor. He's awesome. I love his lightsaber. So sick. And I don't know if he's gone yet. We saw that Reva kind of...
So.
I don't think he is. Reva put a lightsaber through his belly, but I don't think it was a kill shot. But anyways, then we got this dude. He's so awesome. Just the same. Every good series needs an awesome, like, samurai, no offense, Asian in it. And this guy is
got the voice thing too. Like,
dude, he is like, got it. He's evil.
He's got it down, man.
He's so evil. What a rad character. And his outfit, I love it. Like that kind of hat, like the Lord Raiden-esque kind of hat. I love it. Then we got the classic Obi-Wan. Let's go, you, and we love you, buddy. Sick with the blue lightsaber, and then Reva, of course, with dual lightsabers. So those would be some fun figures to pick up, man, especially if you're a fan of the series. I think I'm gonna have to have the fucking Samurai Dark Inquisitor. I think I'm gonna have to have him.
The fifth brother one.
Yes, this bad boy. I don't know why. I just love him. I just love him. And of course, Obi-Wan. We're gonna have to probably get a Black Series Obi-Wan.
I'm sure there'll be some different ones. I wonder if they'll do a burned Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, a charcoal.
Jeez.
Yeah. God, I'm still shook on that scene. Lord have mercy. I thought we're done. Vader wins. We're going home.
It's gonna happen. And the thing is they're going to have to pack so much into Kenobi, into these next three, or surprise us with the 7th episode, or there will be a major cliffhanger.
Yeah. Yep, there will be. But so far, man, so far my brain is just roasted on the series.
Oh my god, yeah, yes, because I'm thinking, is Reva gonna run into Leia? How is that gonna happen?
And we saw it right there at the tail end. She's like, "It's okay, you can come with me now."
That's right.
Lord.
That's right. Yep.
And my thing is, as a fan of the Star Wars, you know that Leia lives, so it's like, how does she get out of this pickle?
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned.
I think Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan finally have to reconvene somehow.
I was just waiting for it. That scene where he's sitting there and he's kind of meditating. He's like, Master. I just wanted to hear Qui-Gon come in, and he didn't. So you're like, oh man, they got you hanging, dude.
I have a special set of skills.
Yeah. You have taken my daughter. Oh, dude. Yeah. You must return the princess.
Saying on Star Wars Yoda series to shed new light on the iconic Jedi. Yoda's first ever solo comic series comes this October.
Can always do with more Yoda.
10-issue Star Wars Yoda limited series launching this October. First cover issue drawn by Phil Noto. Star Wars Yoda will take place during Yoda's self-imposed exile on Dagobah and reflects on past adventures. Century-spanning saga will be divided in 3 arcs by 3 separate creative teams, each set during key moments in the Jedi Master's long and legendary life.
Awesome. I'm all about it. I'm excited for that.
Yoda #1 to arrive in comic stores in October. If that isn't a comic that you need to scoop up and just maybe get doubles of or whatever and just kind of set that one aside.
Does it
Yoda solo comic?
Dude, I like it. Are there any pictures out there, covers or anything yet, or no?
Let's see here. I've got this.
Just curious to what the artwork's going to look like. I'm sure Canton will be diving into that one.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right. I love it. Anytime Yoda's in an action pose, it's so awesome.
Yes. Anytime Yoda's doing that kind of thing, it's so rad.
He's bouncing around. I remember the first time I saw that fight scene. What was it? Return of the Clones or whatever it is, the Clone Wars. Yeah. And I saw the first action scene of Yoda bouncing around, taking fools out. I was like, oh my God. He doesn't just stand there and give you words of advice. He actually rapes fools.
Guys, if you are sleeping on the animated Star Wars stuff, wake up.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Take a long rainy day or rainy weekend and go watch it. Bad Batch is great. Clone Wars is great. Just give it a shot, y'all.
I'll agree.
Other than that, let's just talk about this real fast. Quick predictions for episode 4 of Kenobi.
Oh man, I like what you said. How he maybe gets back with Qui-Gon. He's got to recover from this battle with Vader. He really just got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And he knows now. And that's the thing about, you saw Vader and his troops in the series. He could have easily taken Obi-Wan, but Vader stands there as Obi-Wan is being rescued by his friend. He stands there and kind of goes, "All right, that's fine. You run. I'm coming. I want you to suffer." So that's Darth's main, or Anakin's main. That's what he wants. He wants Obi to suffer. So I'm not gonna lie, a little scared after that episode for Obi-Wan, because you saw the power of Darth.
Yeah, he could have easily force pushed over that fire. He could have easily cracked his neck through the damn, through whatever.
But he didn't.
He's just playing with him.
He's toying with Obi-Wan, dude. So it's like, I hope in the next episodes we see the Rocky moment where he's like having the montage of Obi-Wan like doing push-ups, getting ready to fight, maybe getting his force back or something, maybe something clicks for him and he just goes, "It's fucking game time. Like I've got to do this." And maybe he needs help. Maybe, maybe somebody comes in and helps him. Maybe he can't do it on his own. We'll see.
It's all setting up, to be honest, for you. And I don't know much about it, but this is just some of the things I've get myself nerdy brain into. This sets up for Cal Kestis.
Oh, okay.
It's right around the same time. It's right around that area. It all sets up for Cal Kestis.
Dude, I love me some Ginger Jedi.
So, Jim, I don't know how the hell you pulled it off. Other guy from Guitar Pirates, he is Cal Kestis in the flesh.
Jimmy getting a shout out on Epic Nerd Time podcast. Jimmy is a big.
It sets up for that a little bit,
right?
Hopefully, we see Quinlan Voss come back.
Right on.
Rumors going around that Quinlan Voss was the one who saved Grogu.
Okay.
So
wow.
Like, let's let our brains start really kind of wrapping around what's going on.
That's a lot to think about. I'll just say that Cal Kestis from the video game, you see him kind of starts out a weak Jedi, and he becomes. They basically hint that he has something a lot bigger, kind of like Rey Skywalker. He's kind of got something hidden deep down that is huge as far as power goes, force power. So that's awesome, man.
I know, that's just kind of my thoughts there. For
who would they cast for Cal Kestis? Sorry,
I have no clue, dude.
That's gonna be a tough one, dude.
You got to get somebody who looks just like. You don't have to.
Well, he's got to. All I'm saying is you got to get a redheaded, freckle-faced Jedi. So who, I don't know
Yeah.
what actor would play him. That'll be fun to see. Maybe it'll be a new up and coming star.
That's true, and I like that
Tom
idea.
Holland, like a young guy. You know what I mean? We just make this guy's career.
That's true. But guys, that's it for the news. Boy, it was a hell of a marathon getting through all that news. But we are a monthly show here at Epic Nerd Time. Yes, we are your monthly action figure news, nerd hangout, and indie comic support club show. Every month you can catch us on our YouTube channel with little bits of other gobs and goos sprinkled in throughout the month. You can check out interviews with lesser known comics team Tank McGregor, not Tank McGregor, he writes Tank McGregor, Ray Garza, Mark Bernal, Franco Luna, Karen Quinn, all sorts of interviews on our YouTube channel from those guys. Check out lesserknowncomics.com, use promo code EpicNerd15 at checkout and save yourself some dollars.
I love it. Thank you guys.
Let's jump into Hero of the Month. And this
Who did
gives
we pick
us
again? Oh, I remember.
Oh, you know who we got. This gives us a little bit of time to talk about this because, yes, Canton's not here. We had an original main event and we were going to do that. But I'm sorry, Canton, we got to because it's just that time. Hero of the Month, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
The good doctor. All right.
Where to start?
First of all, let's just jump into the Multiverse of Madness first.
That movie ruled. Blew my mind.
Yes. And it was, there was so much to digest.
I'll agree.
I kind of left wondering how come Doctor Strange couldn't realize that he didn't have to kill America Chavez. He could just train her.
Right.
You know,
so many
little things there.
I actually had to look her up. I didn't know she was in it. I had no idea who she was.
Yeah, I was new to that one as well.
I think the character was perfect for the movie though, because she could jump through basically dimensions on command. It sucks that she couldn't control it quite yet. You know, we got to see that, how she was fighting with it. And so it was a good story, man.
I love it how they kind of left her she's the MacGuffin, but they kind of left her alone.
Right.
They got a little bit of here and there with her, but mostly it was Strange and Wanda just like bam, bam, you know, figurative blow for blow kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. And Scarlet Witch, man, we got to see the dark side, which I think we kind of called that. We all thought she was going to snap, you know, before the movie came out. We all kind of.
I didn't know she was going to snap the way she did.
I did not know that either, but we all agreed that there was some dark stuff coming from her.
I think we kind of knew through reports and everything, but man, when that eyeball popped out of that monster in the city in like the first 5 minutes, I was like, this is gonna be great. We're gonna see some shit.
Yeah, the CGI and all the effects in this movie were just world class. If you haven't gone and seen it, check it out. It's worth buying the movie ticket.
And I'm sure this was like with everybody, but during this movie, my first moment was the Black Bolt moment.
Dude,
I literally went,
yeah.
like, I didn't holy crap, dude.
Is that when you knew it was over?
No, it was the Captain Marvel, Captain Carter scene, but that's when I knew some shit was going to hit the fan.
Well, when Black Bolt's head exploded,
that
I was like, uh-oh. And then Scarlet Witch spaghettified Reed Richards, and I was like, oh my God, like what is happening? Because we were so pumped up for this Illuminati myth that was happening pre this movie. We're all researching the Illuminati and all this. And anyway, so it was nuts to see them all die.
Except for Mordo trapped in the little like human moat or whatever.
Right, but still gone.
Yeah.
And then
Scarlet Witch snaps Xavier's neck that way. Holy Christ.
Just nuts. I'll tell you, my favorite bit on the Illuminati realm is when Professor Xavier rolls in and that music kicks off, that little X-Men. Oh, dude, it was just like, it was a jaw-dropping moment. Like, here he is. Oh my God. Patrick Stewart in the flesh as Professor X. It was awesome.
As the animated series version.
Yes.
That's what that tells me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that tells me. And the hover chair and everything, it was just, oh,
it was
so
nuts.
good.
And then you had the scene where he was using his basically telepathic powers to tap in and try and communicate with Scarlet Witch, and she ruled his ass. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He was not worthy. She was too powerful, and we saw what happened. Basically, Professor X gets his neck snapped.
She Darthed his ass.
She did, dude. It was nuts. Again, my jaw was on the floor.
It was. Oh, it was so good. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the connection was there. It did feel like a lot of a follow up to WandaVision.
Yeah.
It did definitely feel like a little bit of that. I really wish they would have gave us more multiverse instead of the 45 minutes or 45 seconds that they gave it to us.
Can we talk about that scene though? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Dude. So for those that don't know, there's a scene in this movie where basically, who was it? It was Doctor Strange, and was it the girl? They're falling through realities, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the camera work and CGI on this, they're falling through, just breaking through all these different realities. And there's like a paint glob world. There's like a food world. There's like Savage Land. All this just crazy crap. So there's a couple of Easter eggs in there too, I think. But just
a tribunal was shown the first like 5 seconds of it.
The Living Tribunal. So there we go. Another friggin' just who knows, man. Where are they gonna go? It's just nuts.
Exactly. And then obviously we have to talk about one of the precursor to the main event fight, the music fight.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap, man.
That was sick.
I actually thought it was kind of cool.
I thought it was cool. And my mind immediately went to Disney. Because Disney, all the old movies, they have stuff like that where they're playing and notes are flying and little gnomes are singing and stuff like that. So it's like, this is Disney's fingerprint. This fight scene has a little Disney fingerprint on it because anyways, it was almost like, I hate to say that it sounded like, or to me, it was like Beauty and the Beast-esque when all the little, when all the little creatures come alive, you got the clock guy and the candelabra, but they're grabbing like turning a harp and shooting out clef notes or whatever.
Still, it was geniusly done.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. An awesome fight. Like that fight scene will be one that we talk about for a while.
I'm just pissed that he didn't turn into like Neil Peart on a drum set and just start blasting out some crashes. Danny Carey just
what is your favorite Doctor Strange? I don't know, Doctor Strange-ism, Doctor Strange gadget or weapon. What's one thing that he has? And there's probably don't know much, but I mean, what's one thing he has that you like?
Well, immediately I like what are they? The chains that he has that he can throw out, those chains.
Yeah.
Dude, I love those. I just think they're so cool. And you can't go wrong with what's the eye of Agamotto?
Yeah, the eye Agamotto.
Dude, when that thing goes, does its little thing, it's just, oh man, it's so rad. But I don't know, man. And the shields, let's be good. Like in the scene where the Scarlet Witch is attacking the citadel, basically, of all these trainees, and all those trainees pop up and they're all doing this. They're sitting there and they got their shield up and they're circling. And you see they do an aerial shot and all the shields are up. And then they kind of combine together. I thought that's a kick-ass weapon too, or I guess defense weapon.
That sling ring or however they use that thing.
Yeah, that's so cool.
The one thing that he has for me is that damn cloak.
Oh, dude, the cloak
sentient cloak, man.
Dude, it saves so many people's asses. Like it's basically its own superhero almost.
Yes.
You saw in that fight scene again with the big eye octopus thing that was destroying the city. I mean, if it wasn't for the cloak, they wouldn't have defeated that thing.
Also, give me a Disney Plus short on that cloak of levitation.
What do you mean?
Just give me a Disney Plus show on the cloak of levitation.
Oh, just the
cloak. just the cloak. What's it doing around the house? Is it dusting? Is it doing the just give me some.
Yeah,
they are called the whips are called Eldritch whips.
That's it. I knew it. I couldn't think of it. That's right. I love those. He
also has the staff of the Living Tribunal,
which is very powerful.
Which is insane. So Living Tribunal connection with Doctor Strange. Will we see them in Doctor Strange 3?
Ooh,
We have to.
Always
hope so.
Can't go wrong with a new weapon set.
No, and a lot of guys have been upgrading too, so it's definitely. I want to know more about this third eye.
Yeah.
I want to know,
What was that at the end again? We saw, who was that girl again?
Clea.
Clea.
It's going to basically turn into his wife. They have a baby too.
In the comics.
Yes, in the comics.
Okay.
She is the niece of Dormammu, the sorceress of the Dark Dimension.
I love it. Charlize Theron.
Yes.
I actually. Sorry.
Go. Run.
Speaking of Charlize, this is a quick thing. Down here in Arkansas, we're famous for our rivers and lakes, and I was actually delivering down on out here in Lakeview, Arkansas, to my buddy Clint Gaston's, and I ran into this old man that I know that knows everything around here, small town, but he said that she was out here fishing right here in Lakeview. Yeah, and a lot of people come. Brendan Fraser's rolled through town. He comes through, I think, every year, like yearly. He flies in. We have an airstrip out here. Yeah, but Charlize Theron was out here on the White River. I think that's awesome. Anyway.
No, I mean, dude, if you got a way to get in, you can land right there, and you don't even got to do nothing.
Yeah, and if I saw her, I'd be swimming. I had Charlize. Wait.
Here's the deal too. Like, okay, so Doctor Strange, he's got this third eye now. He's obviously using some sort of dark magic or chaos magic. He has to have tapped into it because obviously he was with the Darkhold and everything. Is he putting this dark magic or chaos magic in the Eye of Agamotto to where it doesn't do anything? You know what I mean?
Where it's kind of
because you can put an Infinity Stone in that damn thing.
Right.
You got so I don't know. My brain.
Good idea.
My brain is wandering here.
Right.
So
no,
it would
good.
be interesting to see if he's got something like that hidden within that Eye of Agamotto in the next movie.
I love it. That's a good idea, John. I hadn't thought of that.
But that's it. That's Hero of the Month. Usually we might take a little in-depth on that one, but I thought that gave us a little bit of time to break down our thoughts on Strange.
Strange was a great movie. Go check it out. Have your mind blown. Get ready. Take your helmet. Put your helmet on. Walk into the theater. Get you a ticket. Sit down.
Tighten it up real fast because your head will end up like Black Bolt by the end of it. Straight up, y'all. That's Hero of the Month, guys. Rolling down the line. We're at 2:48 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. Wonderful day here in the Ozarks. Check out Lesser Known Comics. Use promo code EpicNerd15 at checkout. Save yourself some dollars. Kickstarter Batch 5 is starting later next month. Get on that while you can. We'll talk about that as well as soon as that gets rolling. But let's jump into our main event.
I'm ready.
We talked about this earlier. We are going to discuss the first 4 Toy Biz Uncanny X-Men Wolverine figures.
Let's go.
Might I say, do you even snap out, bro? Like, do you?
I wore the shirt.
Perry snaps out.
I snap out, bro. Don't test me. It will happen. You will feel the fury of the adamantium claws. Can I just say that these Uncanny X-Men Wolverine were, I think me and you together, Jonesy, we kind of took this journey together. We kind of chipped away and we both said, we have to have all 8 of these Wolverines. And boy, did it. It took a minute. Because we wanted to find some that were super crispy, nice and clean. Some are more expensive than others.
Well, I think, and I'm not trying to toot horns here or whatever, what I think it was, I got the black and yellow one for really cheap. And then I just showed it off in our high school group chat. And then Perry's eyes got real big.
They did.
And then we started messaging just by ourselves. And then he got one. And then we kind of, that's,
snowballed. The collection
snowballed to exactly what Perry's talking about.
Yeah. Jonesy would hit me up one week and be like, dude, I found the 5th edition, dude. And I'd send him, oh, dude, I got to have that Space Wolverine. Like it was so much fun to collect these figures. And again, they're cheap. They're very affordable. I think total, maybe for all 8, I might have spent, what do you think, Jonesy? $200? Well, maybe more.
If you're getting crispies, if you're getting really crispies, like I got lucky on some of mine and I only paid less than like $20-$25 for them.
And I have a story to tell. You'll see it today.
We talked a little bit about that on the first one, but yes, it's definitely worth talking about it again. But the reason why this whole damn thing started is brown and yellow Wolvie.
Brown and yellow Wolvie. Where's he at on me? I got him up here. Yeah, this is what started it all. This is the first edition Wolverine. He comes with the snap out claws and the cowl that you can wear as a ring. Just the old school vibe of this figure is just awesome.
Yes. And if you don't have to search very hard to get a card match on this first series Wolvie, because it was the first edition of the cards too.
Yeah. Yeah. A great figure. And he was pretty cheap, and you can find them fairly easily.
This Wolverine, the next one though, number 2.
Oh man.
This is the one that's probably going to be the more expensive one out of them, unless you get a variant.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
But the baseline Wolverine here, the yellow and black and blue, the one we all know and love. Spring out slashing claws. Do you even spring out, bro?
Do you spring, bro? I love him so much. And when we were hunting, this was, I believe, the last one that I acquired, and I wanted to wait because I wanted it to be a special moment. I wanted to find a nice, crispy, somewhat affordable one. And it took a while. When you hunt, man, you find some that were priced $100, $120. You know, some of them, it's like, man, anyways, having this one in the collection, it was a big day for me when he came in the mail, because this was my childhood. This Wolverine right here was the one we grew up with. So the second edition,
both
Wolverine.
Of the first two, the yellow one, the blue and yellow really was the one we watched all the time. But man, that first action figure was right up there with it.
Yep. Just a killer fig. I think I want to say I went 70-ish, 65, 70 on this one. I think's what I paid for it. So you're paying up a little bit. Though.
What's your card on? Do you have a card match on that?
Yeah, not a card match. I have Cannonball as the card, which again,
I don't remember what one I have on mine.
I had to sacrifice, because when I looked at this and talked to the seller, I was like, is the card minty fresh? And it was. So didn't get a card match, but got a minty fresh second edition for $65.
And when you case them up, it just makes them so much better.
Oh, it does. And it keeps the card back straight. For those who don't know, those cases, what are they? MOC Masters, meant on card masters?
Mark Masters. You can get them on BBTS, or you can go to their website and buy them individually.
Yes.
A lot of people know that you can buy them one at a time,
which is pretty cool. But yeah, those little cases keep them straight and narrow and sealed away from the 2-year-olds.
Yes. Well, another one that I like this figure. Mine's got a little bit of wear and package, I think, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. Third edition. Basically, what would you call this one? It has a Savage Strike Twist action, but blue and yellow. But this is like a what? Danger Room?
Yeah, it's almost
room vibe.
Yeah, it's just, I'll just call it like a uniform variant. It's just a Wolverine uniform variant. It's kind of like
yeah.
It's almost just a new set of armor that he's got, and of course with the twisting Savage Strike action, he twists at the hip. So, which was cool. You always wanted to punch when you were a kid, so you could twist this guy up and smack Juggernaut upside the head if you wanted to. Cool feature. Cool little added bonus there.
Yeah, and his sideburns.
Yeah,
his hair inside.
That was the funniest thing to me. You're right, Jonesy. I forgot about it. Look at the hair. Let's just get a good look at the
the hair and the sideburns is so good. And I love how they're using a brown and yellow Wolverine on the card. Yeah,
well, you think about back then, they're trying to save money and time, and so they just plop a brown and yellow Wolverine in there. Yeah, not a hugely sought after figure, but as far as the collection goes, you have to have the third edition.
You have to have it if you need all these Wolverines. And the next time we have Canton not show up, or whatever, we will run down the last part of these figures as well.
Cool. We'll be waiting on you, Canton.
We'll be waiting on you, Canton.
Yeah.
But number 4 here, Perry, you might take this one away if you've got.
I'll let you
him on. Okay.
You go ahead.
Weapon X Wolverine 4th edition. Mine's got a little bit of a bent corner. It's not bad. I think I bought this thing, like I said, it was sub $30. Other than that, the card is really crispy. Just has, the thing's old as us. It's going to have a little bit of something on it.
Yeah, they're old. These are old figures. So
and
to
I
find
think
them
there's a little bit of paint rub from the yellow on the inside of the deal, on the inside of the bubble, but it's still really good looking figure.
Get a look at him. There you go. Classic Weapon X. I mean, you know me, Jonesy. I love Weapon X.
Yes.
So this 4th edition was a hunt for me as well, but I'm going to get on a tangent here. I was online hunting. I found one for $11 and it was a green tubed Weapon X. And I thought, oh, well, I'll send it. I just need it to complete the collection. So $11 I sent off. What I got in the mail though was, I'll talk about this till I'm in my deathbed. I received this in the mail. And for those that don't know, this is silver cable variant Weapon X. And it's worth, what do you think, Jonesy?
$200-$300. To the right bid, to the right guy.
To the right guy loose. We're talking $200-$300. And some housewife.
It's $1,000 graded figure.
If I get this graded, it's $1,000. I would agree. I would sell it for $1,000. I don't want to sell it, but if I had to sell it, I'd say give me $1,000 and it's yours. That'd be what I'd sell it for. But some poor housewife was getting rid of her ex-husband's shit, and she posted a picture of green cable Weapon X, and she sent me the holy grail of Weapon X's. So thank you, housewife, for sending this to me for $11.
Yeah, I think Perry, you sent that to me, and you're like, "Hey, what is it? Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is?" And I'm like, immediately, I was like, "Holy shit!" I thought you spent the money on it. You're like, "No, you just spent me the wrong on." And I was like, "Don't ever talk to them again."
No,
that's their
didn't.
Fault.
I went on the website and reviewed the product, said everything was good with it, and the money was transacted. And $11 later, and I got this bad boy. So this is probably my favorite figure in my entire collection. Absolutely, without a doubt. I still can't believe it.
4th edition Weapon X Wolverine. There's tons of cool Weapon X Wolverines out there. That Marvel Legends from early 2000s. I had this stand we were talking about last night.
Yeah, that's a cool little figure. I like him.
That was kind of sweet.
Just I went and bought the graded comic Weapon X. That was big for me, the artwork and stuff on that. But the storyline, man, the storyline of Weapon X is just so dark and fucking brutal. And it just, as a Wolverine fan, Weapon X is the shit. And to get that figure, dude, I'm just over the moon.
When you get that figure and the comic, and then, having some of the cards and stuff too, kind of have like the trifecta, and it's just like, baby.
I have them up here on display, and when I get up out of bed every morning, I kind of glance over at all my figures, but it's always Weapon X. I always see them, and I'm like, I cannot believe I have that thing. Cannot believe it. So anyways, proud moment for me with the 4th edition Weapon X for sure.
But hey, that's the first 4 of 8 of the Toy Biz Uncanny X-Men Wolverine figures. We'll dive into 5 through 8 once we have another show without Canton Ford. But when he comes back, we're going to dive into the first 4 1988 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe dive into a little bit of the 10 back as well. I don't know how far we'll get. I mean, hell, we can talk about Turtles till the end of time.
I was going to say, I'm excited for that show. And I know Canton will be excited because he has been scooping a ton of Turtles, and
he's got more loose figures than holy Jesus. I love the loose old stuff, but I want to spend my money on the stuff on card.
Sure.
If I'm going to open up anything, I'm opening up the NECAs and the Super 7s.
Right. I'll agree.
I know,
but
I'm
it's
lame.
Tough. I see them when I'm shopping. I see those loose lots of Turtles for like $50. I'm like, dude, that'd be yeah. So you could spend $100 and have you a set of Lucy's that are worth it, man.
I seen the other day. Speaking of Lucy's, I seen a vintage collection. It's Star Wars, but I seen a vintage collection lot of 10 Stormtroopers for $35.
Oh,
I was like, that's a pretty good little scoop.
Yeah, make for some cool pictures,
Yeah,
have your little army of Stormtroopers.
Guys, that's it. Another episode of Time in the can. We're looking at almost the 3 o'clock hour here on a Sunday afternoon. I hope you guys have a wonderful month. P, you got anything for them before we get off of here?
Awesome. Thank you guys for showing up, checking us out. And we look forward to next month with some more scoops, and can't wait to talk Turtles.
Well, hey, 4th of July coming up. I don't know.
I'm actually on vacation that week. I'm on vacation that week, so I can't wait.
Are you out of town or are you in town?
I'm in town. I'm just
a staycation.
Dude, I have gained some seniority at my work, and I was able to choose that week, so I did. And that's the first time ever in my career that I've had the 4th of July week off. So
I think that the 8th of that week is when Thor comes out.
Oh, I'll be there.
Next month we've got a Thor. We're gonna break down a little, maybe some predictions of Thor. We're probably going to have the end of Kenobi happen. Canton's coming back.
Man, it's gonna be a good show.
It's gonna be an epic show. Tune in next month for another wonderful, rousing edition of our monthly action figure news, nerd hangout, and indie comic support club show. Yes, we are Epic Nerd Time. And if you happen to learn anything on this show, it's definitely by accident. Guys, don't do nothing dumb. If you have babies, name them after us. And if not, name it after somebody you like. Until next time, I've been Josh Jones with my wonderful heater, the Ricky Vaughn of this podcast, Perry Chapman. You guys have a wonderful week.
Me and Wolverine are going to go smoke some stogies.